Right.
Right.
Clap sync.
3, 2.
Was it in sync?
No, that was in sync.
Okay.
You're actually getting used to this, but let's do a second because we're always doing. 3, 2, 1.
3, 2.
Boom. Right. Hello. That's Jamie. I'm Keen, and that's Jamie again.
And welcome to the PamfCast.
Number 3.
Only on Fox.
No.
Well.
I always forget. Wow, starting this off over. I always forget that that Fox own X-Men. Is it?
Yeah, they do, and they own Deadpool as well.
Really? Oh, you're right.
Because Deadpool is in Fox's universe for X-Men, yeah.
That's mad. Like, I always forget that. And then Sony owns Spider-Man.
Yeah. Sorry for going into a conversation already. Anyway.
I suppose, no, you don't get to do an intro.
No, I want to... okay. Every week I want to talk to our tiny audience here. And say that,
like 12 people.
And just give you a little bit of run-in of what the podcast is going to be this week. Like last week, we don't have a plan, but we have a few things in mind in what we want to talk about.
I think this kind of works better for us because we're just more suited to just talking.
Yeah, and our idiotic back-to-back works. I think we should just get into it. Feeble-minded. So, X-Men.
No, but what I was going to say is we do kind of have like I want to talk about video games. Because I always play a lot of video games, and we were at college open day, and we got to see a video game designing course. Yeah, basically.
So cool, man, wasn't
it? When they say that liberal arts is a DOS course, and then you actually turn up to the course.
We came in, didn't we?
Yeah.
And nobody was there at the door. Everyone was just talking in groups on a computer and just having a good time.
Oh, it was so good. And my favorite thing is the guy we talked to. He was just this like. What, 19? 18?
Yeah, but about near enough our age, yeah.
And he was just kind of like talking about the course, and he was like, oh yeah, I'm part of a load of societies. Drinking. That one we actually do work in. Drinking.
Yeah, and we asked him, could we get a list of the societies that are really involved in drinking? He said, it'll be easier to give you a list of those that don't drink. So yeah, it was gas.
And also, we're going to have a staple now. So I'm going to have this cup. Let's see if it comes. Yeah, there we go. Little kittens, because nothing says 6'5" and a big fella like kittens. Oh, the testosterone is mad.
I got my TARDIS. I didn't realise that we have maple syrup in the frame. we just had pancakes.
Yeah.
They were so nice, man.
Oh, so the thing is, I woke up late this morning and I texted Jamie last night and I was like, oh, do you want to record? So I was just like, yeah, grand. Woke up this morning and was like, I didn't have breakfast, so I brought over a pack of pancakes, and we had pancakes.
Yeah, if I'm being honest, I had crunchy nut as well, but I was still hungry. So I'll eat anything. So.
Oh, the best was coming back from that DCU's open day.
DCU's open day,
so on the campus we had ice cream.
Oh, so nice.
We got a bus into town, we got donuts then?
We got donuts on O'Connell Street, yeah.
On O'Connell Street. Lovely place called Rolling Donut.
Oh, so nice.
Great thing is they do them fresh.
And the thing is, like, most people get donuts, like, cold. These were warm.
Oh, they were just
they're
fresh.
Warm, crispy, and you have sugar, and then you have a cinnamon one. Oh! So nice. So good. Bleep that.
Also, yeah, you're not going to bleep it either.
I bleeped 2 things in the other podcast.
Yeah, you bleeped 2 out of what,
I used Darth Vader's breathing.
Yes.
And what else did I use? I think I used, like, a cartoon sound effect, or, like, boing or something.
Yeah, something like that. What was really funny is when I was watching that, I was watching it on my Xbox, and someone had just logged on, so when you swore, at one of the points, I think it like binged with the notification, and it binged over your swear, and it's like, See, look, we look through them sometimes just to check how they are. I don't watch the entire thing, obviously, because I spoke it, you know. It's really hard, because like, I watch them with my mom, because I'm not setting my mom to watch me be retarded for an hour.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I'll sit with her and I'll watch it back, and it'll be the first time I see myself. And slowly I'm starting to not hate seeing me.
You're adjusting to it.
I'm adjusting to it. But fair play to you. You edit this whole thing. Oh, it's a shambles.
Yeah, it's a bit of a mess because we're only starting. But I don't have a problem.
I don't mean you're editing. It's just us.
I know. People. Like, I don't have a problem with being in front of camera because I used to have the other YouTube channel that, you know. I'm not gonna say the name because a certain someone's gonna look it up and a few other people. But That channel, I started it when I was
far too young.
I was 14, so the first video. What, the first video, bro. The first video, I did it like from the side like this, and I go, "Hello and welcome. I'm Jamie. Today we're playing a game." That was the first video. Oh. Yeah, it was terrible. And then I did skits and stuff like that. There was like Breaking Barbecue, other stuff that we don't need to mention.
So I suppose, yeah, Jamie, you're... I never know. This is the other thing. I don't know whether to talk to this, because it feels really weird to be talking to people we know about stuff that we do. So that's what I'm always thinking of. Is like,
I think what you need to understand is the PamfCast, I was going to say podcast, but we're called the PamfCast. This is like a record of our stupidity.
Wow, we haven't used that in 2 episodes.
That sounds like a Hopkins quote or something. Hopkins' poetry is a record of his devotion to God.
Oh, do you mean Montague?
Yeah, about that. So what happened was someone was asking me for...
girlfriend!
My girlfriend, was asking me for notes. Well, she wasn't even asking me. She was saying she's doing, what was it? She's doing her exam in English. I'm like, I'm going to help her out. I'm going to give her a good quote.
We sit beside each other in English. Yeah. And we're both incredibly smart and ace all our tests and don't spend the entire English.
Okay, so she was saying, "Oh, I'm doing Montague," and I'm like, "Oh yeah, Montague's poetry is a record of his devotion to God."
Yeah.
And she's like, "Was Montague religious?" And then Why
are you making it a H? Montague.
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 Montague. Hugh Jackman. Hello, Brian. No, but so I looked at it and I went, wait, was Montague religious? No, he wasn't. That was Hopkins.
Whoops.
Yeah. Apologies.
But yeah,
well, I'm an idiot. That's why that happened.
Yeah, that's fair. English is possibly one of my favourite classes, is just because, I think I've said it before. Man, this is gonna be real. I was gonna tell a different story, but this is gonna be real hard keeping not our story straight, but keeping in mind that, like, if people watch this, it's the first time they're seeing it, and if you watch, say, 2 of them in a row, you're only seeing one conversation between Jamie and I, or maybe 3 at this point.
Yeah.
But what you have to realise is we tell the same stories over.
Yeah, we sort of circle back on the same things, just because it's funny.
So Tom Holland's Spider-Man.
Wow!
Yeah. It's just like... but that's the thing.
And I wouldn't want to be looking at the camera too much, because like it's more of a... This is a conversation, you know? This is our conversation.
Yeah, the only reason that I'm like slightly towards the camera is because I can stick my large ass legs.
I don't know. I'm liking this new pose for this podcast. I'm just lying here, sort of.
Yeah, you took my pose, so now
I like it. Hi, I'm Keen.
It's just
Okay, moving on.
But no, yeah. So Jamie and I talk about a lot of stuff, and we've done, even though we've, wow.
It's been a long week, Keen.
It's been a very long week, apparently.
But we're here for the PamfCast.
But yeah, like Jamie, even though we've been only hanging out, like, and doing stuff in real life, that sounds really weird.
Yeah,
but like, we always text, but we've been going out and going to town and doing stuff like that for a while.
Yeah.
Like, only for the past couple of weeks, but there are still so many stories.
Oh, there's so much, you know. What's the best word to describe it? Like, I was gonna say one word. That's just insensitive. I don't know. Stupidity, beauty.
Okay, so think back to the pizza story. The like.
Oh yeah, the
looking
Belfast.
Stoned as hell and like cupped pizza. Like it's.
So you could argue,
like
those 2 idiots. It's actually pretty funny. Like, I laugh every time I think of that. That day, to be honest.
That day was great. But I think, just in general, we have a lot of stories like that just because of the people we are. Like, we're very, not fearless, not stupid, not reckless, not arrogant. It's just this kind of carelessness that comes. So, like...
And, dude, like, what I love as well, like, whenever we're out, like, say, going out for a few pints or something, we befriend random people.
Oh.
As in Des. So, do you want to say this?
Yeah, I'll tell this. Yeah. No, actually, I realised that I talk a lot, so I'm going to let you tell this story.
Really?
And then
okay. So we were in a pub. I don't know the name of the pub, but apparently it's a famous Irish pub.
Long haul, it's delicious.
First of all, some context.
Are you going to say that every week?
Yeah, context is my catchphrase. So we wanted to go to a lecture in Trinity for Evan Boland. So,
oh, you're right, though.
So when we got to Trinity, you looked at me and you went, well, it started, we could still make it, but you really want to go in?
I just want to point this out. Like, It was like, it started like 7:01.
Yeah.
Or it started at 7, we hit there at 7:01. And I was like, no.
No, yeah, we were just like, okay, so dinner? So we went to Pit Bros.
Lovely barbecue place.
Oh, the pulled pork burger, bro.
That was so nice.
Oh.
So I've been going to that place since it opened.
Really? When did it open?
Two-ish years ago.
Really?
Yeah.
It's relatively new then.
Relatively
I
new.
thought it was around for ages, to be honest.
See, it was supposed to only be like a 10-week pop-up, and then it was really successful, and then they were just like, ha!
Well,
and now they have 3,
just three Pit Bros.
Three Pit
Oh, that's
Bros.
cool. Yeah, so anyway, we got Pit Bros or whatever, and then
Got a couple of beers with that.
We got a couple of beers, so then
this was a Tuesday, by the way.
Tuesday night, we were in the next day, so you said to me,
right. We'll go for 1 point.
1 point, we'd be responsible. We're in
in
school tomorrow. I was like, yeah, Keen, you're right, bro. So
I was going to go down to O'Neill's on Suffolk Street, which again, it's a really just like chilled out place. But
yeah.
we got down and I was like, no, do you know what? I'll bring Jamie to a good old school pub because you like your Guinness, I like my Beamish. Sure. Like really just good.
We both drank Beamish that night though.
Yeah.
Beamish, I really like Beamish now.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I prefer Guinness, but I like Beamish.
I'm more of a Beamish man.
Yeah.
I'm not like, but see, this is the other thing is that we should state like fully and outright. We don't drink often.
Oh no, no.
Like this was just because like we were out and we were deciding it was like. It was just after my birthday, and Jamie and I hadn't actually gone out for my birthday, so I was like, let's
might
go
as
out.
well. Like honestly, look, how often do we drink? Every few weeks?
Oh no,
like longer?
Probably months.
Yeah, we don't drink a lot.
The last time I had a drink was pre-Debs, pretty much.
That was only what, like that feels like
2
a month
months
ago. No, it was 1 month ago.
October 16th, so
Oh,
a month,
a
6
month,
weeks. 6 weeks.
6 weeks ago, yeah. So that's like a month, man.
But like neither of us, like people think that kids drink a lot and
Yeah.
they need drinkers, but we're just kind of like we were out and we had a couple of bottles of beer because it goes well with the pork.
Yeah.
No,
it did.
It's basically soft drinks. It's so
yeah. There's nothing I can do to you, and but the only Beamish, it won't get you drunk. Well, after a certain amount of time, well, yeah.
The only thing with Beamish is it does make your farts stink.
Yeah.
That's. But yeah, so anyway, we ended up going to the Long Hall, lovely famous Irish pub.
Yeah.
I've met tons of famous people in there.
Who did you meet? You meet
Bruce Springsteen,
Bono. Bono,
and
yeah.
Ed Sheeran specifically.
Yeah, that's mad.
I like 2 of them.
Yeah, so we went in. It went in from like 1 point to King going 2 points, and then I was like, yeah, 2. And then I said 3 or something, whatever.
So we ended up having. So I got the first round, right? So we got 1 each.
Yeah.
Then I was like, another pint. Jamie was like, no. I'm okay.
I'm alright.
So I go up and get a second one, and the guy who was sitting at the bar, talking to the bartender,
yeah,
bar fella,
right?
Was talking about people coming over, like bands. Oh, can't remember the name, but they're really old school rock, and that's kind of my thing. So I started talking to him. It's in a Pink Floyd T-shirt as well, which was great. And I talked to him for a minute because Jamie was just watching me like, what are you doing? So I get the pint, I sit back down, we talk.
Yeah.
We get another round. Jamie actually joined in because I think you at that point had realised there was no hope.
Yeah, I had to join in. There was no such thing as 1 point a night, so yeah.
So we had another pint, so that's pint 3, and then we had another one. And at this point,
could I just know here? It's pint, isn't it? Pint, yeah.
Oh, don't worry. It took me years to learn how to say that properly.
I think I said point there.
Oh yeah, point.
Point.
A bit of a point of old high now there, Jamie.
I know someone that calls it point. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, pints. It's pints, isn't it? Yeah. I'm breaking the fourth wall here, and I'm trying.
You've also broken that wall. There's a hole in the wall over there.
Yeah, there is a hole in the wall. The PamfCast filming station. This is not at all my bedroom. This is a studio.
This is a studio. We're both paid actors.
Yeah.
Anyway, so after we're done our 4 pints, we go up and we put the glasses, the glass on the bar, and
the bar table.
And I like smacked this guy that I was talking to, a fella called Des, and we just had a conversation. Lovely man. And Jamie,
I was looking just like I had a drink in my hand. And I turned around and I was like, okay. And then I turned away and went on my phone or whatever.
Would you say you're used to that sort of thing, like just going up and talking to random people?
At this stage, yeah. Even beforehand, I like doing that.
Yeah.
You know, I like meeting new people because generally, a very good man named James. We're not going to say his second name, but he said people are generally sound. You know
now I know who you're talking.
Generally sound. People are sound. And you would think, if you're not from Ireland, sound means good people. Good people. Like.
Oh, can I just say that it annoys me how Americans pronounce Ireland?
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 I'm from Galway.
Galway? Are you from Belfast?
My ancestors are from Roscommon.
Do you know the O'Connors?
No. The O'Briens?
The O'Briens. Most people think I'm English, which is funny because I have a very...
You have a very articulate voice, I think. It's a good voice, man. Like that's a good thing, you know, articulate. I don't have an articulate voice at all. Hello. No, I don't have an articulate voice. My accent is a bunch of different accents.
A bunch of all different accents.
Different accents. When I was fighting McGregor. So like, I started off with like a quite common Dublin accent, sort of like Conor McGregor was just like, I'm Jamie, love it.
I'm scared.
Oh, alright. I want to play football. And then I went to a relatively posh school, and my voice started changing, and eventually over 6 years it turns into what you hear now. And that's sort of a mix of everything, really.
Yeah, and I think it's a lot to do with the people you hang out with.
Yeah, big time, man. And sometimes the stuff you watch.
Well, yes, I picked up an American accent as a kid.
Oh yeah, big time.
Because all of the American TV. My mom banned like a lot of American TV. She didn't ban it. She was just like, please don't watch it, because I kept speaking like an American, and she was just like, you sound stupid.
Now we have that friend who is from America.
Oh right, yeah.
So this guy,
I'm really
he's born in Ireland, but his mom is from California. So he developed.
Continue.
So he developed sort of an American accent as well, and so sometimes we you know
make fun of him.
Call him a trash can.
But
we love him. I love you. he used to slag me back, okay? Still does every day. Hurts my soul. Well,
is this cyberbullying?
Yeah, pretty much.
Is French people a race?
I used the baguette joke far too much. I'm gonna stop.
No, my favorite thing was we're being stereotypical, and then your man in the mime.
He was wasn't he? Yeah, he was holding baguettes. Yeah. Accents are weird, man. They keep changing.
I was gonna ask. Did you ever? You just mentioned that. Did you ever play football as a kid?
Big time.
Really?
No, it's terrible. No.
I was signed for the Ireland under-18s.
Well, from where I'm from, which is right here. I'm not gonna say name.
Just right.
I don't want people to know where I'm from. It's in Dublin.
Everyone who watches us knows where you live.
Yeah, who knows? Probably that one random person who's like, "Whoa, what's the PamfCast?"
Whoa.
Yeah, and
he dead ass misspelled something, and then was just like, "What? I'm here now."
Is that the Ramones? Just me on the thumbnail. But yeah. So from where I'm from, football is everything. I went to a football primary school, so if you don't play football, someone goes, "Fuck off! When you playing football? Come on, you're losers." All right, I'll play football.
I really hope the one person who has no idea who we are is from like America and can't understand us.
Yeah, probably.
That's good. Sorry, no, I know I'm derailing the conversation.
No, it's fine. And so I was the kid who would pretend I liked football. I'd have the jerseys, and I was like, I support Man U.
Oh, you poor thing.
Yeah.
My uncle supported Stoke, so
I don't know what that is.
It's a football club, Jim.
Is it? Yeah.
So when I was growing up and I was learning about football, he said that I supported Liverpool.
Really?
Because it's just a better team. It was supposed to be a better team.
I remember some people on that team. Was it Gerrard? Steven Gerrard? Jared? Or is it Gerrard? I don't know.
That depends.
I don't know. And then in Man United you have Wayne Rooney.
Kite.
You used to have Ronaldo.
Which Ronaldo though?
Cristiano Ronaldo.
There you go. There's also Fat Ronaldo from Brazil.
Yeah, who else was in Man United? There was Scholes, is that his name? I don't know.
Paul Scholes, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, this is actually... I want to see how far Jamie's not... Okay, Can you name... He was a very famous Irish goalkeeper. He played for the Irish team.
O'Shea?
Shay Given.
Shay Given, there.
O'Shea was a defender on Man U.
Yeah?
I think.
He was.
I'm just glad that no one who watches us listens to football.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I don't understand. I don't understand football. What about rugby? Do you ever like rugby?
Oh, yeah, I'm a big rugby head. I was at the Leinster and the Newport Gwyn Dragons last week, which was 54-10. So basically, the Dragons put in one try and converted it, which is 10 points. Mm-hmm. No, sorry, they kicked it over the post, Jamie.
Yeah.
They got 3 points and then they converted. That's 10 points, right?
Thanks for putting it into words that I'll understand.
And then, so that was like in 10 minutes, and everyone's like, oh no, this is not good, because when you
bro,
you concede that many points real quick, you're just like, oh,
no. I know so little about like the actual rules of rugby and all. If I was there, something horrible would happen. I'd be like, yeah, and then everyone would be quiet. But oh, sorry, I watched.
That's my fault.
Everyone beside me would just be like, is he all right?
See, there's also a difference between rugby and football. Is in rugby you do that, like even if you were a Dragons fan in the bunch of Leinster, you get a little bit of like ribbing, but no one would actually do anything. You do that in football, you're probably going to lose teeth.
Yeah, most likely.
But yeah, so the Dragons put in 10 points, which is a try is when you go across the line, you put the ball down, right? And conversion
I know that, yeah.
From where the run originally started, from with the way you put the ball down.
Okay.
Essentially, it's basically a grid. Anyway,
got it.
Kicked it over. That's 10 points. Leinster basically went, I don't like that, and proceeded to run in 54 points back to back to back for 2 halves, unanswered.
Really?
Yeah, 54-10.
That's mad. I don't know. I'd say if I actually went to see a game like in a stadium that isn't like live, I'd probably like it just because of the atmosphere, man.
The atmosphere is great.
Everyone would be so pumped, so positive, and like if something bad happens, everyone would get in on it, like no, and then if something great happens, it would be so like yes.
See, we obviously go to a rugby school and whatever, but the thing is, like, I've always liked rugby because my uncle's really into it.
Yeah.
Like, my uncle is a big role model for me, so like I do a lot of things that he does, like grow my hair long, have a beard.
Drink Beamish.
Drink coffee. And Beamish.
Like, if I was given a choice, alcohol or coffee, it would be coffee any day. As in, if you could only have one for the rest of your life, coffee.
Easily.
Coffee. Because I can't function in day-to-day life without it at this stage.
That's probably an addiction. Probably is bad for us, but no.
There's other people that would say alcohol for the exact same reason, addiction.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
No, the thing is, like, I like my coffee. I got a coffee machine.
Oh, bro. Coffee machines.
And I want to say sorry to anyone who was offended that I called people who don't drink black coffee scum.
I just want to say as well that I'm not sorry that Keane said that, because you are scum if you don't drink black coffee.
Grand, the blame's not on me anymore. Grand.
Diverted! We're just gonna get this shit! Yeah.
I'll take the blame next
That
week.
was my first swear word of the podcast. Hey!
No,
how many minutes?
It was the 3rd.
How many minutes are we in? We're about 22 minutes in. And I only swore 3 times. That's like last podcast was like 5 or 6.
The first, I bit myself. Beautiful.
I've done that, yeah.
No, see, the first podcast we sat down before and we're like, no swearing, and we slipped up.
And
we said crap, and that's fine.
Dead ass, like I was up for that. I was like, yeah, no swearing. Not because like we don't want to. We want it for monetization or anything, because we're hardly going to get monetized. It was just that it's easier to listen to.
It's easier to listen to. You're not embarrassed if your mother walks in or whatever.
And anyone can listen to it then.
But the other thing is, it's just not classy.
Nah, bro.
It's
just because the PamfCast is very professional.
Sorry, I'm like really low down.
I'm leaning as well. Welcome.
We're slowly just slipping.
Eventually, the PamfCast is just going to be our foreheads.
You're just on the ground. It's just our voices.
Yeah, I've heard a lot as well. By the way, that we have a bit of people watching. Like more and more people are watching.
I still think it's funny that there's like nearly 80 views on our first video.
Yeah.
Which is okay. This sounds so silly if you don't, because I don't create content. I never have really.
Yeah.
But to have a video that has my face and voice in it, and then it's like viewed by people that aren't my family it's really weird. I'm gonna be honest.
It's interesting, man. It's a weird phenomenon. I remember when I put up my first video, I was very young, so I'd probably I'd take things like I'd never take things to heart. I've always had like tough skin. Tough skin. Like I never really play football. Tala. There's where I'm from.
Whoops.
But yeah, that never bothered me. But it is interesting. I think the best feeling
never bothered me anyway. See, this is why I play guitars. I can't sing.
Dude, it's an amazing feeling when there's someone who you don't know and they like what you put out there.
Yeah. You know? To be fair, that's kind of like my whole life motto: is if you can make someone happy in life, it's pretty good life.
Yeah, and I said this to you before, and like you knew already, like your emotions literally they affect everyone around you. If you're sad, people around you will get sad or down a bit. If you're happy, you will cheer people up. A smile gives someone else a smile. You know?
No, yeah, and I think that on a base level, yeah, your happiness is you kind of give out like a little aura of happiness or sadness. Oh, I'm not even wearing the peace charm.
Like giving a smile isn't going to cure someone's depression, but it's
that's really extreme.
But it could make someone just that tiny bit more positive.
Yeah, it all helps a little bit.
Yeah.
But I think...
As Tesco always says.
Oh, stop.
Every little helps.
I didn't know they were an English brand. I always thought they were Irish for some reason.
You know, it's weird. I only found out recently that, you know, Pennies, it's called, what was it?
Primark.
Primark?
Really?
Yeah, in Britain.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't realise that. But because we're, you know, not as intelligent as those folk, we're pennies.
Did you,
They're just like, oh, well, maybe we could call it pennies for the Irish folk, because they don't quite know. Yeah.
I haven't... You sound like... Oh, who played Alfred in the Batman movies? Michael Caine.
No, if it's Michael Caine, it'd be this.
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. I like doing Christian Bale from The Dark Knight. Which is like, because he only ever does this when he's not Batman. He goes like, Alfred. What if Gotham doesn't even need the Batman or something like that? He's like, Master Bruce. I love... That's my favourite Batman trilogy of all time, man.
Do you know what my favourite line from Thomas Wayne was in that movie?
What? He had a line.
It was, dead silence.
He had a line though, didn't he? He went, Martha, or something when he was dying.
Martha, no! No, I don't know.
No, when he was dying, he said something to Bruce.
Oh, yeah,
the opening to Batman Begins. Wait, the opening of Batman Begins wasn't his parents' death. It was Bruce walking around, and then it went to a flashback. I think one of the best Batman openings is 1989. I don't know if you've seen it. You know, Michael Keaton, Jack Nicholson. The opening was what Tim Burton did when he made the movie. Was you saw two parents and a kid, and you think it's Bruce Wayne, Martha, and Thomas Wayne, and then they get mugged, and then Batman stops them.
Oh, that's cool.
It's not his parents; it's someone else's. It sort of reflects on obviously the origin of Batman. Because I can go in for hours with Tim Burton, but you know,
didn't he do Nightmare Before Christmas as well?
Mm-hmm. Nice. He did Edward Scissorhands. He did a lot.
I always forget that directors and writing and stuff do a lot of things.
Yeah, they do.
That sounded so stupid, but
they do so much, man.
Like, I will forever know Joss Whedon as Avengers, but he's probably done more.
Oh, he did Alien 4.
Really?
Yeah, he did Alien 4.
Wow.
It was one of his early movies. Here's the thing. We all know Alien 3, which was just a complete shamble because Warner Brothers got involved and destroyed the movie.
That's the second or third time that the word shamble has come up in this
book. And so when Alien 4 was announced, Joss Whedon came in and he sort of saved it. It was an okay movie if you don't think of the first two amazing movies.
I think that's kind of like if your expectations are... Okay.
Everyone's expectations were so low.
The new Ghostbusters. I had a really bad expectation, but it made me laugh a couple of times, so I didn't think it was bad. Going back and watching it, it's objectively just not good.
Yeah, exactly. But you gotta remember, I'd say in about like 10 years there'll be a few kids saying, I grew up with the Ghostbusters from 2016.
Yeah, that's mad.
Yeah. I remember...
The other thing that always really freaks me out, that someone said the other day, and it kind of played in my mind for a while, is we've nearly been alive for 2 decades.
Oh my god, that is terrifying.
That's weird, isn't it?
But
we've been alive longer than the Second World War took place.
Keen, no, I can't comprehend that. Well, wow.
30 to 45, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool. I haven't done history in a while.
Yeah, it's 31 to 45, isn't it?
No, it was December 30, wasn't it?
I thought it was 31.
Because it was during the winter.
I do history, and you're probably right. World War II's date is gonna be here. Woohoo!
World War III as well.
Tomorrow.
I'm reading a great book at the minute, and I've just started, but it's basically like, it was written before...
Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
It's written before Trump was elected, and it's basically... It doesn't say his name outright, well, not yet at least, but it's basically a play on... it's called To Be Assassinated or something. To assassinate the president or whatever. And it's basically like a satire, and it's using things that are expected of Trump before he was put into the White House.
Yeah.
And now... The main plot of it is North Korea being, like, inflammatory, but, like, in a really offhand way, and then him going to nuke the country.
I think the biggest...
Isn't that funny if that would happen?
I think the biggest problem with Trump is... There was this guy...
Trump?
There was this guy, Samuel Huntington. Did you ever hear of him? He was a terrorist in the 80s. He was an idiot. He went... if you like him, I don't care. He's the most backward thinker ever. He was basically saying, there's going to be a clash of civilization because... all Arabs are bound at the heart because of their different cultures to hate America or something like that. Yeah. His political theory had no evidence, he clearly did no research, and it just didn't work. Trump is very like him, and it's actually scary. Very like him. That's what politics does to you, Brian.
Yeah. Now, see, the thing is, I always... Man, this is just... American politics is a shambles.
It is a shambles, yeah. I find it easy to understand, though, the federal system.
Oh, yeah. And I'm a fan of the Electoral College. Like, people hate the Electoral College, which is fair because it's stupid. But it's the fairest
You know, it is fair where you have Congress, the Supreme Court, and the executive, but...
No, I'm not... Man, like, I'm talking, like, one step below that. When you vote, you know the way that certain states have, like, 3 votes?
Yeah.
And others have, like, 10?
Yeah, it's weird.
It's to split it up, so... Because if you did it by person, like, Iowa would have, like, less than 1%.
The only problem with the American system where each state has their own governor is that there's some governors that can be very hard to deal with, that have backward laws, as in... Isn't there a few states in America that really are not up for a gay marriage? Is it Florida?
No, because it's a statewide... Or not a statewide, it's a federal law. Gay marriage is legal.
Really?
But the thing is, when you have backwards thinkers led on by ideologies... Yeah,
it's all Christian fundamentalism, like. Yeah. It's
but, like, that's few and far.
Like, I have no problem with Christians, and what you believe is what you believe, but I think Neil deGrasse Tyson summed it up in the best possible way. I don't care what you believe. The problem comes when what you believe comes in connection with a state of power, and it gets influenced by what you believe. You know what I mean? As in, if a Christian view is affecting a law. Neil deGrasse Tyson said that, and for me, it summed it up perfectly. See, Cosmos, Netflix, check it out.
I don't think. See, the way I kind of view it is, I have no hate in my heart for anyone, no matter creed, sexuality, sexual orientation.
Finn Jones.
I have hate in my heart for nearly no one. No, I like Finn Jones.
Sure.
Danny Rand, I don't.
Okay. You have hate for Danny Rand.
I have hate for one person in my heart.
Alright.
It's like, you know how most people are like, I only love this one person. No, I only hate this one person.
I only hate the fictional character of Danny Rand.
In specifically the Marvel TV, because he's cool in the comics.
Yeah. He's cool with Luke Cage.
Very
Heroes for Hire.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright.
So also, villains for hire is what? Punisher and Elektra.
Yeah. Is it?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
It's cool. I haven't read much Punisher comics. I really have to. Bro.
I haven't read much of the Punisher. Well, I haven't read many Punisher comics.
Yeah, okay. Sorry. What were we talking about? America?
Oh, yeah.
I forgot.
Oh, you finished the Punisher, though. That's...
Yep, as per usual, the
spoiler alert for the last 3 or 4 episodes.
So, 2 people I know who haven't finished it, go away. Or skip. Skip to this time. No. Skip to this time.
Okay, because he's going to forget that.
I won't forget that. Skip to this time.
We'll also put it in the description.
Yeah, okay. So, the ending. Or sorry, not the ending.
So, okay, do you remember when I said, you'll know the moment when you see it?
Yeah.
It was when Frank Castle grabs Billy Russo's.
Oh my god!
You put that up. By the way, I just want to put... You put his name up there. I'm so glad you did.
Yeah.
But he just grabs his face, he smacks it against the glass. And that moment when they're talking, that's when I was just like, he's going to grab his face and rip it down, if only it wasn't a Netflix series. And then he's just like...
He's like, one bitch. And it was the most gruesome moment in any of the Netflix Marvel shows.
It's because you can hear like his flesh get ripped off.
No, but you, when I was watching it, I was upright and I was just like, oh my actual, like it was crazy. And the episode before it was horrible. He crushed in his eyes into his brain,
and then he just like wails on him, or just wails and then
but either way. Like, and whenever John Bernthal is fighting as Punisher, he always goes. Rrrr!
His like screams are like. Also the gun, like when he just takes out the giant, I think it's either an M40 or a saw.
Yeah.
The giant like light machine gun, and then he's just like tunk 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 tunk.
Yeah, I there was a character I thought would get killed off. Do you know Trip? Was it the guy who?
Oh, the guy without the leg. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought they were gonna kill him. I thought I'm really happy they kept him though, because he's a good contrast for Frank.
Yeah. He's a very good. Yeah, I think he's very good, and he's gonna. Who else I really liked? Oh, I can't remember his name. The kid. I know we talked about him last week. The kid, the really constitutional.
Who
blew himself up.
Oh, Lewis.
Lewis, that's his name.
The Pump Up Kicks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought his character was... it was really weird. They handled gun violence, constitutional law, and PTSD really... Not delicately, but really realistically for certain people.
They didn't hold back.
No, they didn't. They
really showed what it is, as in, especially with Lewis, where one of my favorite moments is when Frank is at the window and Lewis is outside. He's like, "Oh, they're trying to take away my freedom." It's the contrast of someone that's so deluded by the system and his own PTSD, and then there's the contrast of Frank, who has PTSD, but he still has the basic human empathy.
Yeah.
But Lewis doesn't have it, you know?
Yeah.
I liked that scene. Anyway.
It's just a very good show. Ending was weak.
It was weak, yeah. I got the ending. I got the ending, but I think I wanted it to end.
Very hard not to get that ending.
No, I wanted it to end more Punisher-y.
Yeah.
I wanted him to be in the van.
I think a good ending would have been
the very start where he's like 1 batch, 2 batch in the van, where like...
Yes, that would have been cool if they had looped it back. But not even that, if they had, you know, after he rips his face down, if he's in the Punisher van and Micro has to like patch him up and then he gets like, he has to drive away and like hide. But instead it feels like what he did was legal.
Yeah.
Which is completely antithetical to what he's supposed to be.
Yeah, and was the Pete, what was it, Scrillani?
Pizza?
No, you know his name, his new name, Pete...
Pete Castelloni.
Pete Castelloni.
no, Pete
Castelloni.
Castiglione. There we go.
Yeah, that's in the comics, isn't it?
Is it?
Yeah, it was in an old comic. That's his alter... You know, like all superheroes have a secret identity. His way to get around places is Pete Castiglione.
That's such a hard name, Pete. We'll just leave it as
Pete Castiglione.
Pete. So I think we should go get more coffee and then start part 2.
Yeah, so that's it for part 1. Welcome back to the PamfCast.
This is part 2 now. We took basically an hour break. We meant to literally go down and get coffee, but we came up, got coffee. I started playing guitar. Jamie started talking. We opened a window.
I'm gonna close that because it's gonna cause sound issues.
Yeah, that's not a sound issue.
Sorry, Keen.
Just bleep that. So yeah, I completely forgot what we were talking about. So I'm just gonna start into a new topic.
Yeah, I want to hear about this topic because Keen go on for hours about it.
Yeah, I mean, okay. Also, Jamie made me a latte-esque coffee at a steamed and like
I know.
milk.
I did make that point at the beginning about black coffee. Sorry, I'm a hypocrite.
Hypocrite.
I'm a hipster.
Fair enough.
Hypocrite.
To be fair, I get a pass this week because I didn't say you all scum, so I'm not scum. Anyway, so yeah, we told you we didn't have a plan this week, but when I came up with Jamie, I just kind of said to him, right, I'm going to talk about video games because I love video games, to be honest.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about Fallout, but I've decided I'm gonna switch it up a bit.
We lost the bobblehead. It nearly destroyed our recording, but hey.
Beautiful, Jamie. But I want to talk about a game series I've been playing for a while now. Assassin's Creed. You ever played any?
Here's the thing. With Assassin's Creed, I played Brotherhood, and I looked at a bit of 3, and I played like the bit of the beginning of Black Flag. I don't like them too much, but go on.
They're one of my favorite games. I started out with them 2009.
Which one was it?
2.
That would be before 2009, wouldn't it?
So I'd say it's been 2 years.
Wait,
since
Brotherhood was like 2008, wasn't it?
Okay, so there was 2 Brotherhood Revelations, 3 Black Flag,
Unity.
What was the one?
I don't know.
Syndicate.
Yeah.
Then there was a year gap, and then there was Origin. So that's.
And then we had that one Fassbender movie, which we won't talk about.
I watched that the other night.
Is it
good?
good?
I fell asleep.
No, I heard it was bad.
Its fight scenes had more. No, I can't tell that joke. Its fast scenes were very jump cutty.
Yeah.
It had more jump cuts than what you call it? A swordsman on a pogo stick.
That's a weird metaphor. Or what is it? Metaphor or an analogy?
Yes. Anyway.
On a what?
It was okay, whatever. But okay, so 9 years. What? 2009. Around circa.
Yeah.
I started playing Brotherhood, or not Brotherhood 2. I love Ezio. My cat's name is Ezio. Why do you keep looking at the camera?
I just want to make sure you're not too far. Want to come in this way? Sorry, the viewer's probably noticing me staring.
Yeah, no, I'm noticing you staring because I'm like talking to you. I'm like, wow.
I'm listening completely, like.
But
yeah, boo, Fassbender.
But
sorry for interrupting. I'm so rude. I mean, I really want to know what you think of this. Go on.
So, Ezio is. I named my cat Ezio because he's like stealthy, and we found him climbing the back of a chair at night one. That was amazing. It's in my top 5 games, I'd say. I don't know what they are, but I know it's a very top. It's a top 10 at least.
Yeah.
So I love 2. It's everything that I like in a video game. It's collectibles. Everyone hates collectibles. I love them because it gives me hours upon hours of being able to listen to podcasts like the PamfCast.
I think collectibles are very good. Like, it's what microtransactions should be. As for free collectibles. You should earn it from playing the game. You shouldn't be able to purchase it to be better. Like. You know?
So that was my phone.
Thanks.
No, I think Assassin's Creed 2 did it fantastically.
Yeah.
Because there were option missions, and if you completed them all, you got the like robes of Altair, which was really this all black suit. I love that suit. I went out of my way to do the tombs. Those tombs were not difficult, but they were annoying to do.
Yeah. Like the thing. Sorry, while Keen's checking his phone, I think the great thing about the great things about games where you earn it is when you put in the hours to collect some shit. Like when you get it, it's like, I feel, adequate. I did that. Yeah.
Exactly. Like
self-sufficient. Yeah, I did that.
Especially because that robe. It takes you hours to get that because you have to get like one of the seals from each of the cities.
Yeah.
And you don't unlock them. You unlock them as you go.
Oh, yeah.
And even some of the contracts and all the feathers, they're useless, but they give you like all the feathers. If you collect them, you get a cloak. It is completely useless because it gives you 100% notoriety all the time.
It's just feathers.
Yeah. Oh. Have you actually? Okay, so
I haven't played this game. No.
His little brother Petruchio gets like hanged.
Okay.
But before he was just like, Ezio, I need those feathers.
I love the lisp you added. Ezio.
Yeah, he was like, it was because he was a little child. He was like, Ezio. And he's also Italian, so they all have lisps.
Yeah, of course they do. Buongiorno, Miss Scusi.
Cultural racism. But the thing is, it gave you this cool cape that had like the Auditore family crest. I love that. It was useless. It was bad for you because it made everyone fight you. But you felt this kind of sense of like, it took me so long to collect these useless collectibles. Black Flag had a great one where instead of certain collectibles, you could collect sea shanties that your pirates would sing as you sailed the oceans, which was great. For Black Flag, I hated Black Flag when I played because I'm like, ship combat sucks.
Yeah.
Oh, there was a second one released it was the other one that wasn't with Shay, the Irish Templar.
Really?
Yeah, sorry, there was just a different... Anyway. It was released alongside Unity, which basically was like Black Flag.
I played like, the very opening of Unity where you're the kid running around. That's all I played at Unity. I got the game for free. I got that game in a coin toss. I was with my 2 mates up at the square, and we were just... He had Unity. He's like, I got Unity. It's absolutely terrible. Who wants it? I was just like, dude, I don't know, maybe. My other mate is just like, I want it. I was like, sure, I'll have it too. And he goes, fine, we'll flip a coin. So I got Unity from a coin toss. It's still in my house somewhere, but I don't like the game.
It's whatever. It was bad. Yeah. It wasn't great. But
it felt like the same game as all the other ones,
And I think that was the main complaint is why they took a year off.
Yeah.
Is to revitalise the franchise. So yeah, Assassin's Creed 2, one of my favourite games. Brotherhood, it was an extension. I love history, by the way. I love Roman history. I love Italian.
Yeah.
Because my uncle's very into Italian stuff. So
was that Renaissance?
Yeah.
So like Medici's.
Yeah. In Assassin's Creed 2, you actually save the Medici.
Really, like Lorenzo Medici, Cosmo de Medici.
Cosmo was before.
He's the granddad.
He was dead. He was well dead.
Grandfather. I know that from there was this show, Da Vinci's Demons, and that was in it.
Did you ever watch It was just the Medicis. It was a series on Netflix.
I know what it is though. We were shown a slide in history class years ago. Do you remember it?
You're right. Yeah, no.
Yeah, that's all I know of that.
See, the thing is, with that show, I watched like the first 4 episodes. It's really disorientating to be in like the middle of the Renaissance in Italy.
Yeah.
All the buildings are English made, and all the actors have English accents.
No.
And you notice these. I'm doing Roman art and architecture for my leaving cert, and so I've already known bits of Roman architecture because it's very simple. You see a building and you're like, that's Roman.
It's a Colosseum, bruh.
The Colosseum is technically a theatre.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it was, wasn't it, with the Roman gladiators?
And it's an amphitheatre.
Amphitheatre, like amplifies?
I don't know.
Ampo
comes from the Greek word, and it's like multiple, or two.
I've no idea.
Two, it was ampho.
Two, yeah.
Two.
Alright.
Ampha, sorry. Ampha, not
okay. Pamfa, yeah.
Pamfa.
Yeah.
Pamfatheatre.
The Pamfa dog. The worst joke ever. Go ahead.
We're having the Pamfatheatre as the little subtitle.
The Pamfatheatre. Remember that, Jamie? Pamfatheatre.
Hunting Catholics to Pamfatheatre.
You know it's weird when you edit. Well, like if you're making a video, like people who don't edit notice, but you have to talk yourself through the clip, and it helps so much, man. Like I'd forget it, and then I just have like me going, "Hey, do that." It's like, I came up with that in the past. Whack that in. Wouldn't have remembered that.
Slurp that up.
No.
But so yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry, I keep interrupting your.
So then you go to the Ottoman Empire. So I got really into history because of these games. Like I got really into.
I think they're great for history, man. Like I remember a few history teachers even said that. Yeah. Assassin's Creed, perfect game for kids who are doing history, or even like junior cert or leaving cert.
Not even just 6th class. Get them into history.
Yeah, like I'm the same. I love history.
I would strongly suggest you going back and play 2 Brotherhood and Revelations.
Really? Like it would keep you interested as well because like they're good games.
Now here's where people will kill me. 3 was based on the American Revolution. Worst game of the series, unequivocally. It was so boring.
Wait, were they British or American, as in like the voice?
The British actors? Because the British. Not the. I said American Revolution, didn't I?
Yeah.
It was like colonies.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Sorry. So there's only New York and Boston essentially.
Yeah.
But so you play as a Native American, right?
Okay.
And it's really cool. But the thing is, it's really boring.
Oh,
it's really it's heavy-handed.
Yeah, man. I saw like there was one mission where he's walking in somewhere. Is that the game where he's wearing a lot of red? I think. I don't know. The main guy. I didn't play it. I saw someone else play
it. There was a mission where he like dressed up as a red coat.
Yeah, I think that was it. That's all I saw.
But it was just so. There were really cool action sequences, but then there was Charles Lee talking for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
But I have to say, it was one of the best dramatic games I've ever played. Because there is a scene at the end, you have like hunted down Charles Lee. He's a vicious Templar. And he ends up just sitting in a bar and with a bottle of whiskey, and he's just like, I'm done, essentially. And like you lean over to him and you like grab his arm, and then you just like you're like both bleeding, you're both like dying, and he just takes a knife and he just like stabs. And then Charles Lee just kind of goes, and it's just this atmosphere, because obviously whenever you kill someone, the world kind of fades away and it's just you and the person.
What was the name of the thing in that as well?
The animus.
Animus, that's it.
Yeah, plural for soul in Latin. Animi.
Really?
Yeah. Was animi.
It's weird. Yeah.
But it's just such a powerful moment. Like that entire game was really good, but the thing is, it was boring to get because it was like a 3-hour tutorial basically. It was really hard to, and the collectibles were stupid. You had to skin animals, which was stupid. If you didn't skin the animals, you could.
Reminds me of Red Dead Redemption.
Well, put it this way: if you killed animals and didn't skin them, you could get desynchronized, which means you had to reload the checkpoint.
No way, really?
Yeah, if you did it to 3 animals and didn't skin them, it was like Connor. Oh, excuse me, that was very rude. Connor wouldn't leave animals unskinned, and you're like, do I care?
See, like I think.
Well, sorry, just to go. They had crafting systems in these games where you could get leather from like things, and then you could bring it back, tan and whatever, which was really cool. I love that sort of stuff because I play MMOs and RPGs, so I'm used to the grind. I'm used to having to. I played World of Warcraft for a couple of months. Where
you got me to download it, but I never played it.
Yeah, it's like, hey Jamie, we should play this game. And you're like,
dude, I'll download it. I never got. You
never
chance.
did.
No. I downloaded it.
You downloaded it.
Yeah, I didn't get working though.
But anyway, and I play ESO now, Elder Scrolls Online. Everyone hates on that game. I love it because it's whatever. It's what I like. It's very grindy. It's very hour intensive. But I just like it. It's not brain dead, but it's kind of like peaceful for me.
Yeah, like when you went like at this time period when you're playing all the Assassin's Creed, I was just playing the Arkham games.
The
Arkham games, man. Like I have to ask you a question: which one is the best in your opinion?
Asylum.
Asylum?
You like City, don't you?
I like Asylum better than City.
City was too big. It felt like there was no plot to it. Basically,
yeah.
I know there was a plot, the very clear plot, but it was just the fact that it just felt too big. It felt like there didn't feel like a challenge. Like Batman could have gone. He could have just left.
I think the best story and the best thing that immerses you into the game is Asylum, simply because you're Batman. You're in an insane asylum, and Joker's here with Harley Quinn and all his goons come out. That's the best story, but the best game for gameplay is Arkham Knight. The mechanics in Arkham Knight are perfect. It takes all the elements from the previous games and makes a perfect combat system and doesn't take away anything.
I will say though, it's a bit weird that not a bit weird. It's very strenuous to play the same game twice essentially, and especially 3 times. Yeah. But I will say, do you know what I hated from City?
What?
Scarecrow. Because in the first game, Scarecrow had the best bits of the first game of Asylum. Because they were genuine.
So much people copied off that mission as well. You know the fear mission in Arkham Asylum where you're tiny.
Yeah.
So many games ripped that off. It was
perfect. But like the thing is, I remember this gonna make. I rented that from Super Value in Knockline.
Yeah.
Okay, that used to be Super Quinn. They used to be an Extra Vision. Do you know, they used to
be
an
Extra Vision. One, yeah.
And I rented it, and old Extra Vision boxes, the square ones.
Yeah, I remember with the little like printed thing.
Yeah. And so I didn't know that it was an 18 or like 15s or whatever game, and I just was like, oh, Batman. I brought that home. I played it on my PS3, which broke years ago.
Yeah.
And I was scared. I stopped at the Scarecrow mission. Like, I got my mom to come in the next day in the sunlight because I was scared as a little kid.
It was a terrifying game, man. Like, if you played it on your own dark room, like, Joker will still scare you. Like, some of the stuff he does is jumping up. Like, I think it really sets you in the zone. Okay, so you speed into the asylum and you're walking and Joker's right in front of you.
Yeah.
If you play Arkham Knight, continuity, perfect. They do not forget about the old games. The only problem with Arkham Knight is because it went on to the next gen consoles, they changed a lot of the skins. So a few characters look different, like Gordon, Ivy, Harley Quinn, but Joker's the same. Joker and Batman are the same, so that's all you need. Arkham Knight was so good because it took every element from other game, even in story, and made a really good ending. Like it's like, boom. You should definitely play it.
I know. I've heard some of the twists.
Yeah, I don't want to tell them because you ruin it on you. But I think, you know what you were saying, you don't want to play the same game 3 times? Arkham Knight, everyone hated the Batmobile. I really liked the Batmobile.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. You find little bits that everyone hates, like the collectibles for Assassin's Creed. Yeah. I love them. It's just because of the way I play games. I'm going to bring it back to Assassin's Creed because I'm not done. Alright,
go ahead, man. I just jumped in with my Arkham.
No, that's fine. Yeah. So Black Flag was fantastic. You got to blow up ships as a ship. The thing
Brace for impact! That's all I remember.
Yeah, that's you're not wrong.
Pretty much, yeah.
Unity was great. Was okay because of a fun storyline.
Yeah.
And it kind of tried to capture what Ezio. Okay, here's the great thing about the Assassin's Creed games is Ezio was this kind of like suave playboy who grew up and you saw him grow up.
Sorry, dude, just want to check something. Sorry. It's all G. Go ahead.
I thought I heard buzzing. Oh, wow, we're great. Assassin's Creed 3 had this really somber, very serious Connor. No one liked him. And then you cut to Black Flag where you have this swashbuckling pirate who is just like such a badass. My favourite thing about that game is you could have like 16 guns. Like you could shoot 16 times, which meant you swing onto the deck of the enemy pirate ship and you mash Y to kill everyone. It was my favourite thing ever. But the thing is like, and then you have Unity where you have kind of like, he tried to be Ezio but he kind of failed because he was a little bit too weak.
Yeah.
And too posh, I suppose. What came after Unity? Syndicate. Syndicate recaptured it with Jack and Evie.
I thought Syndicate was before Unity.
Nope.
No?
Very no.
Sure?
Very.
You probably know way more than me about Assassin's Creed, but I don't know why. I'm not. I just don't like being wrong.
Yes, Jamie. Don't worry. Unity.
I believe that Syndicate came after it because I'm right.
Yeah, Syndicate did come after it.
Oh. I'm just very slow, man.
Anyway.
It was a long week. Go ahead.
I loved it because the whole steampunk aesthetic was really nice.
Yeah.
And also, like, Jacob, not Jack. Jacob Fry is such a good character because...
Jacob Fry?
Yeah.
I don't know who that is.
Jacob and Evie Fry, they were the main protagonists.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was Arno Dorian.
Yeah.
Sorry, Arno Doran?
I don't know.
Dorian Gray. Anyway.
Dorian.
Anyway.
Dorian's a strange name.
Anyway, him, Connor Kenway was the Native American.
Yeah.
Edward Kenway was the pirate.
Yeah, Edward. That's all I remember. Edward.
Ezio Auditore da Forense.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Pretty
Assassin's Creed 2.
I know.
Unity was Arno. And then you had Jacob and Evie Fry. Jacob was this really, like, suave, like, I do what I want. He goes and forms a gang because he's a little bit bored.
Okay.
Really good characters, and Evie was kind of more serious and more stealthy, which I liked. She was very fun to play. And I know it was basically because people ripped on as Unity for not having female assassins. But I think Evie was a good character. I didn't like some of her missions, just because of how serious she was. But I think her combat style kind of was a bit more stealthy, which was kind of nice. What came after Syndicate then?
What was the PS Vita one? It was like Liberty?
Oh, with the Haitian girl.
Yeah, I played a bit of that.
Apparently very good.
It was okay. I had a few glitches though.
Like all of them.
Yeah,
I also
that one
played
particularly. Like.
Sorry,
Keen.
I also played a bit of the story games, the 2D scrollers.
Uh-huh.
They were pretty okay. But yeah, Origins now.
Origins, yeah.
That's what I got the other week.
Is it good?
I haven't got the Assassin's Creed Gauntlet, like the Hidden Blade, because there are so many optional steps that I always do.
Yeah.
It's a bit more microtransaction-y because you get a mount and you can buy different packs and then you can get different costumes. Don't like it, but they're optional, so I don't really mind.
It's not the foundation of the game.
No.
That's good, yeah. Like, we all know a certain game that really done goofed in the past few months.
Yeah, EA, get your shit together.
Do you know how bankrupt they are now?
They lost, what, 3.1 billion in stocks overnight?
Yeah. It is
that's
terrible.
Gonna sting.
My God, that is horrible.
But the thing is, EA is such a money machine, give them a week, they'll be back on track.
Yeah.
Because the thing about the internet is, everyone's going to forget within a week.
Well,
the game won't sell anymore, but everyone's going to forget. No one's going to care.
It's just a bad game. Like,
I liked the beta. I played the beta. It was really cool.
The beta was fun, but like you could tell that the whole game was built on the microtransactions.
Yeah, and I know Belgium's trying to get loot crates banned in games.
Really?
Yeah, because gambling is based around the theory that you have a chance to improve.
Yeah.
Or you have a chance to get something.
It's basically...
It's not guaranteed.
It's basically gambling.
It is gambling.
Yeah.
But Belgium ruled that this is affecting so many people now, loot boxes and loot crates and stuff that affect games, that it should be banned as a form of gambling for children.
Yeah. It is, and it's getting them hooked.
Which I would be fine banning pay-to-win mechanics.
Yeah.
Unless it was guaranteed pay-to-win mechanics, because you can't ban them. But I would definitely ban pay-to-win loot boxes.
Yeah.
I like cosmetic loot boxes.
Really?
Yeah.
What was the other thing?
Except
it's like a kid with Pokemon cards. Pokemon. They don't know what they're gonna get, or like football cards or something.
Match attacks.
Match attacks. Yeah.
Slam attacks if you did wrestling.
Nah, I wasn't a wrestling kid.
I was a little bit of a wrestling kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't watch it because I was like, oh no, bruh, I'm gonna watch SpongeBob. That was me.
Same though. Sponge attacks.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's Assassin's Creed. That's one of my favourite games, I suppose. I ramble. But yeah, Origins is really fun.
Yeah, like honestly, in this conversation, I'm lost a lot of the time, but I'm interested.
No, there'll be like two people who understand what I'm talking about. How good Assassin's Creed is.
Usually, I can have a bit more back to back. But right now, I don't really know what I'm talking about.
I think what we should do is I'll get the Ezio collection, which is the HD version of 2 Brotherhood and Revelations.
Really?
And we should sit down one weekend and play it.
Definitely.
Over Christmas. Yeah.
I whacked the mic there. Sorry for the weird noise. Yeah, but other games, man. Like we both played the Arkham games. I think you don't play Arkham Origins. Stay away.
I've seen that. And my big complaint is it's an origin, like it's a prequel.
Yeah.
But he has the same gadgets.
No, he has more advanced gadgets than the first game.
Which I suppose is what...
It makes no sense. And he doesn't even look like he's the same Batman. He's not Kevin Conroy, and he looks different. Everyone looks different. Mark Hamill doesn't even voice the Joker in Arkham Origins.
Mark Hamill did it.
Troy Baker did it, who does Joel from Last of Us. Yeah. That guy's incredible, though.
I've said multiple times, Last of Us, okay game.
I really like it.
It's okay, but it's like what Heavy Rain is. It's what...
I don't like Heavy Rain just because I don't like the tone. It's very, very dark.
David Cage.
Jason!
No.
No? No?
That's the Medea.
No? No,
yeah,
I'm doing Heavy Rain. Jason!
Is it Jason?
Yeah, Jason.
Oh, okay. So I
confusion time on the PamfCast. This is us when we get tired.
Yeah. Some more coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're done by a fellow called David Cage, who directs a lot of games. But you can tell that he tried to go into Hollywood and just like failed. Because all of his games are really cinematic.
Yeah.
And they try to tell a story.
Here, if you want a game where you want your own choice, do not go near Naughty Dog, because they do Uncharted, they do Last of Us, and
Sleeping Dogs.
Sleeping Dogs happens like that. No. I don't know, but they're all linear story games where you don't have choices. I like that, but I like that, but it's sort of like watching a movie with a bit of interaction.
Yeah, I prefer more choice, and that's why I like RPGs. But here's the thing: if you're going to give me a linear game, one, make the gameplay good, and two, grow some balls and tell me how to play the game. Like, if you have designed an experience, don't give me multiple paths to go through, but only one works.
Yeah.
Great example of this is
Until Dawn. That is an example.
I mean, yeah, but I'll talk about that in a second. Wolfenstein. Sorry, I couldn't think of it.
Wolfenstein. I've heard of it.
Doom as well. Doom.
Yeah.
I love that game. Doom was my childhood, man. I grew up on Doom.
You met the creator. We have to talk about this.
No, this will take me way too long. No, I love stuff. So I got the chance to meet John Romero. He's a god. I love John Romero.
Of course.
Because he created Doom. My favourite he created with John Carmack. Doom and Wolfenstein, the original. The grandfathers of FPSs. Doom was my childhood. I literally grew up playing Doom with my uncles. Doom and Halo 1 on the original Xbox. Anyway, I love it. It was always my favourite game. I was so pumped for Doom 2016. I played Doom 2, I played the extended edition, played Doom 3, which was really dark, so it wasn't great, but it was good because I love Doom and I love the atmosphere. But I got to go to this convention, Ereticon, it's gone now, where John Romero was going to be there. And he did a great talk, he did a few great talks, I went to all of them, he was such a nice guy. I talked to him in between the talks, such a nice guy. I got to sit down, and John Romero was like a little bit further than where Jamie is. And I got to play Doom 2, 1v1 John Romero. And it was first to 10 kills, first to 10 frags. His wife, Brenda Romero, hired a professional esports team to play him, and none of them could beat him. I got to 7 kills before he killed. Technically, it was 10-6, because I killed myself once and it deducts your score once, but I killed him 7 times. I killed the creator of Doom 7 times. I
killed him on his own game.
But
I can't comprehend that. When you first told me, I was like, good one, Keen, that didn't happen.
No,
then I realised you were telling the truth. Because you showed me the picture, and I went,
oh,
boy!
If I say...
Yeah, it's mad.
I just want to put up the picture here, because
the picture's right here.
I am so proud of that picture.
Bro, it's mad. It's like me meeting one of my, like say, Michael J. Fox from Back to the Future, or Matt Smith from Doctor Who. It's like, whoa!
I put this to you the other day, and this is how I described it. Imagine, okay, Jamie's really into movies, I'm into games, whatever. Imagine, or if you're into guitars, imagine, say, meeting your favourite guitarist and playing a riff alongside him. But imagine meeting Michael J. Fox and getting to act it with him. Alongside. Get to interact with someone that you have admired in the field that they've created their masterpieces in.
I know.
Imagine doing that and like being nearly as good as them, and then them coming over to you after going, oh man, you did really well there. Good sport. Like, you just kind of... Because I was nervous as hell. Because I was like shaking trying to play this game. Because I play with controllers, so doing keyboard and mouse was hard. But it's such a fast-paced game. John's like running around them there like, please stop. I need to win. Oh, it was honestly one of my favourite moments.
Yeah.
Nothing will ever replace that. And the funny thing is, he lives in Galway.
I know, it's weird. I remember you told me that as well. It's like, it's crazy. Is he from Dublin? Sorry, is he from Ireland?
He's from California, I think.
Really, that's mad. He lives
but
here.
He's just... He's the reason why I would actually go into game design. I would
just from admiring him and like loving what he did.
Yeah, he built a genre of video games that was unheard of.
Yeah.
Like the first person shooter wasn't around. He built Quake as well. But it's just mad to have such a hero of mine and be able to play with him. Like in his game.
Something else, man. It really is.
And even me and my buddy who was in the picture. I really hope it's still up because I love that picture.
Yeah. I'll leave it up. Yeah.
We just ended up talking to him for like him and his wife for a good 20 minutes, and it wasn't like he was trying to rush off. It wasn't like he was just standing there in like a big open shirt. His jeans were all like restitched, resewed, and like tons of denim parts like stowed onto them, and big chains, like long ass hair. He's just real cool. He's just real like chilled out. Him and his wife are just like uber cool people, and we were just talking with them, having a great conversation. Oh, he was just such a nice.
Yeah, and you were saying as well that he stayed longer than he should have. Yeah.
Because his wife was like, yeah, we really need to go. Because he was off going to like a business meeting or whatever to go out for drinks. But he was just like, yeah, okay. But then he just kept talking. Like, it was like, yeah, I'll go in a minute. And it was really nice to see someone I admire take an extra couple of minutes to talk to
talk to you.
Yeah.
That's
And the other thing is, I got an artist at the convention to do up a sketch of the Doom guy like blasting through an imp's torso.
Yeah.
And then John Romero signed that and was just like, man, who did this? And I gave them, because I had their card, gave it to him, and he's like, oh, I'll get one for me. And it was just, I know my friend got the same thing, but he also got a Doom mug signed. And it was one of my favourite moments, like getting to meet someone I admire so much. It was mad.
Dude, it's something else. Like, I remember you first told me, like, I didn't believe it. It doesn't sound like a story that happened.
No, it
But
doesn't.
When you see the proof, it's like, oh my god.
That's John Romero.
That's him, yeah. That's Keen. Well, that's crazy.
It's absolutely mad.
It's a really good story. I'm really happy we told on the PamfCast right here.
Oh,
we always said we would as well.
Yeah, that's actually one of the things, like, when we were originally thinking up the idea for a podcast, is like stories of... Because my life's been a bit mad, your life's been a bit mad, and we have so many stories that have happened to us.
You don't think of them all.
No, you don't. Like, thinking back to last week, the only reason we talked about the pizza story is because I wanted to talk about the waiter. And the only reason I wanted to talk about that is because the crazy Jesus woman.
Yeah.
Recurring character list.
Well...
But there are so many things that happen to us that we just... Like, we have so many good
There's
stories.
so much more to tell.
There really is.
Yeah. We have an infinite amount of podcasts to do.
Oh yeah, whoever watches, at this point it's like an hour into the podcast. Whoever's watched 2 podcasts and an hour in, I assume they're just preparing themselves for like, welcome to podcast 450.
I'm Jamie Keen.
Oh, there we go.
Well,
we're gonna go for another little.
Can I just say?
Yeah.
We're only doing this for fun. We don't want to be. We're not doing it for anything on YouTube. But I say like. It's crazy that someone would want to hear what we have to say, and I really do appreciate people who watch it. I just want to say that. It's just... We
will actually have a video game podcast eventually.
Oh, definitely, man.
There's too much to condense it in.
We have a trivia one as well about stuff we don't know.
Oh yeah, that'll be fun.
It'd be pretty funny if we picked a topic that only one of us knew. Scoreboard!
Back to the Future!
Well! Yeah.
But the thing is, something I want to do, and I know it's a lot of family members and stuff, but what I think it'll be funny, and I think it'll be fun, is if anyone watches this far into the podcast, just leaving like a stupid question or something for us to talk about.
Yeah, and we'll bring it in for the next one. Like, honestly,
you could mention the most random ass thing, and we would have a story about it.
Yeah, definitely.
like
it's crazy that we actually would.
And it is. We kind of said this the first week was. Even though we're really young, like we've only been on the planet for a collective nearly 4 decades.
Yeah.
36 years. Together.
Yeah.
We have had a lot of time to like travel, to learn, to grow, and just do everything. But yeah, this was no way in any sort of relation to video games at all.
Yeah. wasn't that meant to be wasn't video games meant to be this podcast?
Yeah, I'm really glad. Did you say it at the start?
We both said it, I think. I think you said it. I can't remember who opened it. You opened it.
See, also the reason we're not doing this, we're just doing this for fun, is because we're both vaguely retarded. I mean, sorry, vaguely feeble-minded.
There you go, don't say that word. Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's just, it's not that we're unprepared. Well, we are unprepared.
Yeah.
It's not that we're being not, kind of very lax and casual about it. It's because, at the end of the day, this is for fun. This isn't, we're not doing this to get fame.
We're only doing this because we brought it up. What was it, like a year ago? We said, let's do a podcast. Like, dead ass, yeah.
Because literally, Jamie and I talked for hours on end.
Oh.
And what's going to be really cool is at the end of the end of first year college, 5 years time, 10 years time, whenever you're getting married to your boyfriend.
Yeah, I know, right? Be my best man.
No, I can just bring up these and just be like, do you remember 10 years ago when we thought the prequels were still okay? But it's just going to be.
Yeah,
it is kind of just like us recounting our lives and stuff.
Yeah, it's like we can always look back on these as well.
Yeah, it's going to be really nice.
Yeah, like when we're a lot older, it's like, oh, do you remember that period of our lives?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Oh, also, we should just mention, because it's just like, oh yeah, do you remember when we looked scruffy? I'm eventually wearing a different. I've worn one shirt for 2 podcasts, and what no one saw was, just because of the denim jacket, Jamie was wearing the same jumper cardigan thing for both.
You know, I like this colour of denim. I have black denim jacket as well, but I like the blue. Sorry, I just want to mention my jacket.
What's Mario's overalls made out of?
Denim?
Denim.
Don't get it.
Like Mario the plumber?
Yeah.
Denim.
Oh, yeah.
Denim.
Sorry, I didn't play much Mario as a kid.
I have an SNES at home, and I have like all the first Mario games.
Cool. I was more of a Crash Bandicoot kid.
Oh yeah, no, that's good.
You know.
Did you get the Insane trilogy, or
I
have
did.
you played it?
I robbed it off a friend. Yeah, it's pretty good.
See, the thing is,
they fix a lot of the bugs.
But they've also changed some of it.
Yeah, I don't like some of the changes. There's this level in the first game where you're on the bridge, road to nowhere. You used to be able to stand on the ropes without slipping, but they added a little slip.
Yeah,
it makes it so much harder. Yeah, there's a few mechanics that they really shouldn't have added, and there's a few mechanics that they definitely shouldn't have took away.
Yeah, no, definitely. I wanna play it, and I wanna go back to my PS1 and get it. It's in. Yeah. I know where it is actually. So yeah, maybe we'll have a retro video games night as well. Yes. There's so much stuff we can do. Like. Yeah, it's going to be really weird looking back on these and realizing how much stuff we didn't do. No, because this is our 3rd podcast. We've only done conversations. There's so much more we can do, and we will do. I mean, to be fair, we were supposed to talk about video games, and we ended up talking about like everything. That's kind of that's how our conversations go, though. They go from one topic to a million topics. Do you mean last week? Space travel, death. Oh, I like Neil deGrasse Tyson. Yeah, we didn't even talk about Spider-Man this week. Well, I did mention. Can I mention? You know, there's a really cool documentary on Netflix about Jim Carrey, where it's called Jim and Andy. Jim and Andy and a special contribution to someone else. It's about how we went too method in a performance in 1999. I just want to say, if you like Jim Carrey, watch that documentary. I wanted to mention this podcast, and I just realised I forgot. So, yeah. No, that's okay. I think, what would I suggest? Peaky Blinders. Been watching a lot of Peaky Blinders. You recommended that to me. Old school, like England gang in Birmingham, 1920s, 1910s. Yeah, cool. It's just really old school. It's very like Assassin's Creed Syndicate for me. It's very like in the moment, and it's very like, I just like it. It's very good. Yeah. I enjoy the fun of it because it's very gritty, very realistic, and it's just a romp through their journey, and I really like it. Yeah. I saw. Is it on Netflix? It's on Netflix. Oh, I'll check it out then. It's 2 seasons. I have a few shows to check out on Netflix though. I have a lot of people recommending. Iron Fist season 2. I can't wait. That's been renewed for season 2. Yeah, we're getting another Danny Rand. Can we watch 13 episodes! Oh, okay, no. Can we watch it together but at like double speed? Yeah. So you see, Iron Fist, and Mortal Iron Fist, bam, 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 he gets beaten up the end. Oh, but because it's double speed, his voice gets even higher, and it's like, I am the Immortal Iron Fist! Hey,
Yeah, so there was Finbar who...
Oh, I love, insert nice name here, Mouse.
Just cut that part out, Jamie. That was far too dark. Plus, you know, we'll get demonetized and everything if we say that stuff. So, like, either way, that'll be cut out.
As opposed to what we've been talking about, which won't get us monetized. Mm-hmm. Like, let's be honest, we're not going to get monetized just because... It's just like... we will never earn money from being this special. Unless we get, like, a DARE grant. But yeah, no, we have a lot of time, and I suppose this podcast was just very, very lax, very casual, because we're doing it way too early. Like, last 2 podcasts we've had a deadline and like worked to it. Mm-hmm. This one we took an hour break in the middle because we felt like it.
Yeah.
And it probably comes across, but it's that kind of feeling of just being able to sit down and record.
And like, I really enjoy getting one out every week, and when we don't, it's like, damn, I really should have. And I think it's great that...
the 1 week we missed.
Yeah, and I think it's good to have one every week. Yeah. There's a few people watching it now. So. Yeah,
and we're going to have a Christmas episode soon.
Oh yeah, big time, yeah.
Maybe a couple of special guests.
Yeah,
if we can fit.
We have Michael J. Fox. We have a few people. We have Finn Jones, Charlie Cox, Kirsten Ritter.
You left John that Burton. You left that in last week.
What did I leave in?
My thing about Kirsten Ritter. I immediately said cut that, and you didn't.
Oh, I think I did that on purpose.
Really? I hadn't noticed. But yeah.
Apologies. It was too funny. I thought I bleeped that.
Did you?
It was probably a really bad bleep.
Or maybe I'm just remembering saying it.
I thought I bleeped that way. I thought I bleeped that with like a boomerang sound or something.
I really hope that...
I'm going to check that.
I really hope that it was bleeped and no one understands what I'm saying. Whoops.
Moving on.
Anyway, we're going to move on. And I'm just going to say, we're going to do another one next week.
Yeah. PamfCast 4, boy.
PamfCast 4. And we've been doing this for a month now. That's mad, isn't it?
Yeah.
Which is 3 episodes, but still.
Woo!
And coffee is great.
Coffee and maple syrup and
And I think this is a good set.
This is our new current set. We in the first episode we were in my room. In the first one we had the kitchen set. This is the new permanent one, man. We never know. You might get changed for bigger podcasts, you know.
And the other thing is, if there's multiple.
If we have guests, it will be in a big.
The other thing is, do you think I'm too low? Do you think he's too high? Do you think I'm too in? Basically,
which one of us is better? Ow.
I've been waiting for that. Right. But yeah, leave your... I don't want to say leave your comments or whatever.
Because nobody's going to comment.
No one's going to comment. But yeah, leave questions if you want. Tell us what we're doing wrong. You'll probably tell us to your face because you're friends and family. Yeah. But that one guy from America who...
Thanks for watching, Mom.
Thanks for watching, Dad. Anyway. So that's been PamfCast 3. That's Jamie, I'm Keen, and I'm Keen.
Thank you so much for watching.
Do we clap sync now?
No.
Bam.